I'm looking to see if it's going live. All right, looks like we are going live. And let's see, I'm just waiting to see if it in.
Here we go.
There we go, and there's Rawan. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. We are going live.
Ooh,
Yeah, we are
we have
live.
an echo?
I'm just going to turn that down.
Okay.
Hey, everyone. Welcome in. This is Walt from Mouse Talk along with Melissa.
Yep.
And we are here for our special Disney Talk Thursday on Saturday. as we do our special holiday stream. And welcome into everybody. And we definitely appreciate you guys coming out on a Saturday night. I know it's 8 o'clock in the evening, and thank you for spending time with us. And we are very, very honored to have a wonderful guest with us this week. We have Rawan from the Disney Damsels on here with us this week. Fantastic. We are so honored to have you. Welcome in.
Hi. Oh my God. I feel honored to be on here. I'm so excited. Hello, everybody.
Well, we're definitely
I'm Rawan from the Disney Damsels. I don't know if you guys want to talk, or should I talk? I don't know.
No, go ahead. Please tell them about your channel.
So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Rawan. I'm actually one half of the Disney Damsels. I do this with my best friend, Mina. Mina has not been really in the videos recently because she's just been going through a lot, but it's mostly been me. And my channel, I don't even know what to describe what I do. I do everything. I do unboxings. I talk about Disney things. I share small shops that sell Disney stuff. I don't know. I really just do everything, honestly. So if you guys like a little bit of everything that has to do with Disney, you should come to our channel.
Absolutely. Please, everyone. If you haven't already, please go out to the Disney Damsels channel and please subscribe. She does great stuff. Love her videos. She's wonderful. And please subscribe to her channel. Give her a thumbs up on her videos. She does a wonderful job. And we're really honored to have you here tonight. We're going to have a good time. We have a lot to talk about tonight. We really do. We're going to start with our Disney gifts. And this is kind of something we wanted to do for a little while. And Rawan was very gracious enough to come in with us to do it. And we're going to talk about Disney gifts because a lot of us are big Disney fans. We love Disney. And there's nothing better for a lot of us Disney fanatics than getting a Disney gift. Bless you.
Sorry.
For Christmas.
Bless you.
So we thought about what are some of the best Disney gifts to get and give. But we're going to more about what you would give. So we'll start there, but let's talk about the chat for a minute and talk about some of the people that are out there.
Yeah, I see Rob and Bridget and Brian.
And
who else do we have?
T-Town Mary Ellen's out there. Meg's in here. Hey, Meg. Angela's in here. John's in here. Robin's in here. We have a lot of folks in here. So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We'll definitely be asking for your input as well because we want to hear from you guys and what you do for your gifts. What are the gifts and things you do that you like the most as well? But we're going to get started. And Rawan, we're going to start with you. Ladies first.
Oh, gosh. Why?
Yes, first. And we're going to let you go first.
I think now she's like, no, you're just mean.
You put me on the spot, Walt. Okay, that's fine.
All right.
All right.
You first.
So I'm a very big okay, so first of all, I want to say that most of these gifts that I did give suggestions for are things that I would love. So I did kind of think about what I would like to receive as a big Disney fan. So that's where I got these ideas from. So the first shop that I'm going to talk about, a lot of you guys already know about it, but I really love Disney scents, like smelling Disney scents in my house, especially since I don't get to go to Disney World all that often. It's like every couple years or so. So just being immersed in that Disney smell is just awesome. So there's actually a candle company that's called wrong one, Wishes Candle Co. That is very popular in the Disney community, a lot on Instagram, actually. All of the Disney YouTubers that I watch have bought from this company, and honestly, there's a reason why everybody knows about it. So they take like Disney smells and basically put it into a candle, and sometimes it has to do with a ride that's in Disney or a resort that's in Disney. Sometimes it has to do with a movie. It's just, I don't know how to do it, but they take that smell. A couple to show you guys today that are some of my favorites. There's one called Have a Nice Flight that actually takes the smell in Soarin'.
Cool.
And the part where we're in Fiji and you just see like all the waters and you smell it all. It smells absolutely gorgeous. So here it is, Soarin'.
Oh, cool. Very nice.
And look at this. Like look at
I love it.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Like the presentation is gorgeous, and then the smell is beautiful. And not only that, when you light it and the wax melts down, there is a Disney pin inside.
Oh.
So yeah, they put it in a foil and you just take it out, and obviously you have to wash it because it's filled with wax and gunk. It's disgusting, I gotta say. But you do get a Disney pin. You gotta work for it.
It's like the ring candles. I got one of those ones. That's so fun.
That's fantastic.
I didn't even know they existed. Now I want one.
Well, Walt is sitting right next to you, so
There's a Christmas gift.
I know, I love it.
Hey, Rawan, let me ask you, what's a normal cost for something like that? Any idea what it might run?
So these are $16 each.
Okay.
That's not bad. It's just like a
and they do have a bigger candle. I think that goes for $18. So it's bigger than this. Yeah.
Good.
I love that. That is so cool. Oh my God.
And where do you get these candles from?
Bridget
Bridget is asking in the chat, where do we get these candles from?
You get them from wishescandleco.com. So they do have a website.
Okay.
Wishes Candle Co.
Wishescandleco.com. That's awesome.
That's so cool. I love it right out the gate.
Very nice. That's a great one. No, that's but again, that's a perfect gift that's not too expensive that you can get someone for a Disney gift. I think it's fantastic. Good start.
I love it. Yeah. I feel like I feel defeated already.
I was in the contest.
Oh no.
I think it's great.
You're breaking up a little bit, but we're good.
Fantastic. Yep. Good. Absolutely. There it is. Meg put it in the description in the chat. Thanks, Meg. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Meg.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Melissa, what's your first one?
Oh, great. I got all caught up in the candles. I'm not ready.
You want me to go first?
No. Actually, I like to take things with me when I'm not at home. Like if you're in your normal Monday, like I like the idea of having something with me at work, somewhere where you're everyday life, and just to kind of take your mind off of things. And I have a coworker from my old job. She would call them tchotchkes. So I have a desk set at my job right now, and silly, I just wasn't thinking. I meant to bring a couple pieces home, and they're hard to find now, so maybe it's best not to use that as a prime example, but it's a Beauty and the Beast desk set. So I had a tape dispenser and a stapler that was like the dog that was the ottoman, and like all different things. So that way it surrounds me and it just makes me happy. But I just have these little figurines, the Beast and Belle, and just little things that I can put on my desk, or things I can put around me and surround me at my desk during the day, just because they brighten things up and make you smile. So whatever your favorite Disney character might be, or movie, or theme, I like that. And Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorites. So that's something I recommend if someone can surround themselves with stuff that makes them happy when you're in your everyday mundane. So.
Yeah. And I had one as well. Melissa got me a Seven Dwarfs. So it was like the stapler, the what's that thing for the paper clip dispensers, all kinds of a Rolodex.
You can tell ours was so old because you had the paper Rolodex cards, and I don't need that anymore. But it was just funny. That just shows how old they are. But
it wasn't. But they weren't cheap. And what was nice about them, when I say cheap, I'm talking about what they were made of. They were made of like ceramic.
Yeah.
But they were really nice. I remember it.
Business card holder and all those things that you would need at for an office job. Yeah. So I enjoy that. I still have pieces of it, and that I keep. It's kind of been worse for wear right now. It's a lot of pieces have kind of broken, but I still love it, and it still makes me smile. Yeah. A couple new people just came into the chat. Abby from Main Street and Mickey. Stacy Rogers is in here. Angela, and of course Disney Dan. Thank you everybody for joining us. We're definitely having a great time, and that's a good one, Mel. That's a good one. For me, my first one was pretty simple, but I think this is one that a lot of people would like, and that's a subscription box. And Rawan, I'm sure you're familiar with these, and because you've done unboxings. I think subscription boxes can be fantastic gifts for folks. There are so many different ones that you can get. You can get specific to something for Marvel, for Star Wars. You want just the Disney candy. You want something to do with theme parks. You've got ones like, what are they called out there? I have a couple of them, like Walt Life, Mickey Monthly, the Disney Park Pack.
You have theme park monthly. There are so many different subscriptions that you could get, and they usually run anywhere between a 25 to, they can get up there too, of $100 in value.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know, yeah.
Yep, and they're monthly. But what's nice is you're not usually locked in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't like what you're getting, you can pretty much cancel pretty quickly. But I think those subscriptions are really nice and can really something that you can enjoy throughout the year, not just at Christmas. So that's one for me, and they can be personalized. Usually, you can get specific something for, like, we were going to do a subscription for our son for Marvel at first, as we were thinking about it, and but I think those subscription boxes are great. Rawan, what do you think?
I think that is a wonderful gift. I would love to receive that as a gift, honestly. I actually don't even I used to subscribe, but I stopped because it got way too much on my budget. So I was like, I can't do this anymore. But yeah, that's a great gift.
Yep. Same thing happened with us. We had one and it was like $50 a month, and it was like, oh, we kind of need that for other things. So we get you. But it would be a nice gift for someone to get someone who's a Disney fan, and that even if they got them a couple months worth, that'd be pretty cool. So
yeah, absolutely.
Brian says Jelly of the Month Club. That's been coming up a lot for us this month. It's just kind of funny you should say that, Brian.
Hey, quickly, I just want to say, Dan, good night. I know Dan said he had to head out. It's really late where he is. He's over in the UK. It's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning over there. So I appreciate him stopping in. And Meg has a promo code for a box. So Meg, you're more than welcome to put that in the chat. By all means, you're more than welcome to do that. But yeah, I think those subscription boxes are pretty nice. But Rawan, you hit it right on the head. They're not cheap. But it can be something that you can start for someone. You don't necessarily have to pay for them the whole year, but you can say, here, look, I've gotten you this gift for the first couple months. If you'd like to continue, here's how you do so.
And Meg says that a lot of them actually have a one-time box, like gifting. So that's neat. I think that's great. I think that's a really good idea.
Yep. So there you go. So that's round one of our special gifts. So Rawan, back to you for your second gift. Okay,
so so these gifts are kind of unique because I actually didn't even know this shop was around until they messaged me, and she's actually located in Spain.
Oh, wow.
But the shipping is not as, like, I know when you hear Spain, you're like, oh my God, what is the shipping to the United States? It's not that bad. So basically what she does is she takes like Disney characters and makes Disney necklaces, but it's not just any Disney necklace. She turns them into ears, and I think it's just so beautiful. And I do have a couple to show you guys because I want to show you guys like how pretty these are. So this is an example of Tiana, and it's an ear. It's like a Disney necklace that is an ear of Tiana. Isn't that neat?
That's awesome.
Those are fantastic. Yeah.
You have some great ideas. I love this.
I actually have another one to show you just to give you guys a variety. So this one's of Belle because it's like yellow. It has a rose.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cool.
And she doesn't just do necklaces. She also does do earrings as well. And I do have an example of earrings. So this is of Princess Aurora, the pink and blue.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
I love them.
These are like $20 to $25 each, which I don't think is that bad.
No, that's great.
No, not bad at all. Not bad at all.
And the shop is called Tiny Magic Kingdom on Etsy, by the way.
Oh,
Tiny Magic Kingdom. Okay, very nice.
I
very
love
nice.
that. Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah, and that's great. And do they have specific ones for like the one you had there for Belle and all? But do they have like for all the different princesses? Do you know?
So she does have a couple of princesses, but the great thing is that you can actually ask for custom characters.
Oh wow! Okay, even better.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah,
love
that's really nice. That is really nice. And one more time with that website, if you don't mind.
Tiny Magic Kingdom on Etsy.
Tiny Magic Kingdom. That's awesome. And how did you find them? Just looking on Etsy?
She messaged me and she's like, I watch your videos all the time and I would love to send you some of my jewelry. And I was like, yes, jewelry.
So cool. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's fantastic. Absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. That's great. Nope. Hey, I always put it this way. It's good advertising for them too. But those are really, really nice.
Yeah.
And do they just come in necklaces, or does she do?
She said she had earrings.
Earrings and everything.
And necklaces.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I wondered, does she do like a combined set where you could get earrings, necklaces together for the same?
Yes, yes. Obviously, it's a little bit more expensive because you're getting more items, but they're very beautiful, I have to say.
Good. Very
Yeah, I
nice.
love them. They're very original, so they're really cool.
That's a great gift. Absolutely. Absolutely a great gift. Thank you for that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What about you, Melissa? What's
I'll kind of
number 2?
piggyback on that because I was thinking along the lines of jewelry too, Rawan. And I have my little, I don't know if you can see my danglies, my Mickey earrings on today. And that's something I think is a nice gift too. I think if you're a Disney fan, for girls, of course, and, you know, I have a set that has a, you know, Mickey. And of course, I have a Pandora necklace. You can get all kinds of charms now. That's always a good idea for ladies that might have a Pandora bracelet. You know, there's all kinds of Disney charms you can get now. So I will piggyback on hers. I won't get too extensive, but anything, you know, Disney jewelry, I think is a plus because you can carry it around with you.
Absolutely. Well, like you said, the Pandoras are fantastic. What I like about them is again, they're really, I mean, not, I guess you can kind of personalize them, but I just, you know, you can find certain ones for certain characters you like, you know, and things like that. I like the Pandora. We usually get some of those.
Yeah, usually we'll get one, not every trip, but once in a while. I have a couple, so they're a lot of fun.
Now, Rawan, do you have any of the Pandoras or anything like that? Other jewelry that you usually get or ask for?
I do love the Alex and Ani Disney bracelets.
Yes.
Those are beautiful.
They are. They come out.
I don't have them on me right now. I do have an extensive collection, but I usually try to get 1 or 2 every trip.
Yeah, sure. Those are good ones. Yeah, I was looking at some on the Disney Shops Disney Park app earlier today. They have some new additions that are really nice.
Yes, absolutely. And you're seeing those more and more. And what's really cool, it's too bad we don't live near Disney because a lot of times down at the Character Warehouse, right outside of Disney, they have the Alex and Annie's on sale, really cheap. So. And
they are affordable though too. That's what I like about the Alex and Ani. They're nice, but they're not so crazily expensive. Like some of the charms you get for Pandora can be $60 and more a piece just for a charm. So you can get an entire bracelet for less than that. So I think that's really great about that.
That's honestly why I don't have a Pandora bracelet because I can't afford that.
Yeah, no, they're not cheap.
Mine was a gift from my old job. They actually pitched in and got me a bracelet and started me with some charms. And I have family members that were kind enough here and there to send them. And Walt might get me one. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not something where you're going to get, at least for us, you're going to have a whole bracelet at one time. And it took me, I think, like over 2 years to get a bracelet that was full, if not more. So, but that makes it kind of fun. And then I have a lot of charms that have meaning because, like, you know, your parents will send you something that maybe meant something when you were a child, or your sister. You know, we have things like that. So that's why I like it. But yeah, they're very expensive.
Yeah, absolutely, they are. So my number 2 for me was, again, pretty basic, but it's one that I think a lot of people like, and it's something that's pretty simple, but it can be something to give someone flexibility in a gift, and that's your normal Disney gift card. And you can get Disney gift cards anywhere. But when people give me a Disney gift card, I love it because then it's like I can take this to the parks when we go and I can buy food. I can buy merchandise. I can do whatever I want with it. Heck, you can even put it towards your vacation. You can use your Disney gift cards to pay on your vacation. So we'll do that as well. And you can get them, I think they run anywhere from right around the same thing, right around 25. I think you can get from 25 to up to 100, or even higher than that. You might even be able to get like up to 500.
I think you can fill them, right? You can kind of like pretty much some of the store gift cards, you can put whatever value on them. But like Stacy puts, why don't they have a Pandora store in Pandora? You're right. I mean,
that makes sense.
Oh yeah, why don't they play the music off the Pandora channel, right?
I know, right? So many Pandoras out there.
But I think the Disney gift cards are really nice. And it's a simple, easy fix, especially for guys. If you can't really find something that you're not sure of for somebody, just get them a Disney gift card. A lot of times they're going to be very happy with that. I know I would be.
But yeah, if they know you're going on a trip soon. Like my sister did that one year because we were going in August, which is my birthday month. So she sent me a gift card so I could get, and I'm the type that I'll be the last one to get myself something. I'll make sure the kids get what they want, and I'll encourage I'm like, oh, you like that? Just get that. And he's like, well, what are you going to get? And it's usually sometime toward the end of the trip where I find like, okay, you know, let's go back here. I want this. But my sister had gotten me a gift card, so I ended up feeling much more free to buy myself something than, you know, that I normally would if we were just down there with our own funds. So it's I think it's a mom thing.
Yeah. And a couple people in the chat said the same thing. They were saying, human person was saying how much he loves Disney gift cards. Welcome in, Orlando Parks Rover. Appreciate you. Human person said his sister got one for her birthday. And yeah, Meg says she gets discounted gift cards at the warehouse stores, almost 10%. So that's great too. I mean, that's the other thing too. If you can get discounts off of them, I think Target runs discounts on them, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe.
So, Rawan, what do you think about Disney gift cards?
I say yes. Like you said, especially if you don't really know what to get a person, especially if that person has every Disney item in existence and you don't know what to get them. Yeah, so I think a Disney gift card would be perfect for that person.
I think so. I mean, it's just, that's it. Meg said it in there, 5% off with the Target Red Card.
That's right.
And that's, I mean, that's 5%. I mean, you get a $50 gift card, you get 5% off of that. That, you know, that's, you can't beat that. Everything helps.
Yeah, every penny adds up.
Absolutely.
If you get one here and one there, and you figure, you know, that's what, $2.50 every time.
Those add up.
You know, that does add up after a little bit.
Yeah.
It's free money, basically. So,
amen. Darn
even
right.
if it is a couple bucks, I'm
it.
all about it.
Free is free.
Oh, and Stacy put Sam's Club. You can get discounted ones. BJ's, places like that. Costco. You can get them there too, I guess.
Yep, absolutely. So definitely helps. All right, so that's round 2 on our Disney gifts. And Rawan, we are back to you for your 3rd gift. What do you have for us?
Okay, so you guys probably expected this. I'm a very, very big Jim Shore figurine collector.
Nice.
I adore Jim Shore so much. I love the fact that he takes Disney characters like that we love and know and turns them into this statue that you can just display in your house and like just like look at and stare at all day. I mean, when you're like passing by, obviously you're not staring at it all day, but it definitely makes me really, really happy. So I wanted to share one of my favorites that I have, and it's of Beast.
Oh, wow.
Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite Disney movies. I love it so much. And I can't even like describe the detail that goes into this. Like, look at how huge this is, first of all. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know. I love it so much.
I think it's fantastic.
I love him too. Beast is one of my all-time favorites too, Rawan.
And where do you get those?
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
I love Beauty and the Beast. So where do you find those, and what are the price ranges? Are they pretty pricey?
Okay, so this one is kind of pricey. This one was $90. I mean, you can tell because it does have, it's like, first of all, it's huge and has a lot of detail that goes into it. But to be honest with you, Jim Shore figurines can range from $20 all the way up to like $150. It really depends on what you want to spend on the figurine. I buy most of them on Amazon because they're a lot cheaper than getting them either on the Jim Shore website. They sell them in Hallmark, but like it's the full retail price for it. And like for this figurine, for example, if I were to buy this at Hallmark, it would be like probably like $140, and I got it for $90 on Amazon.
Yeah, that's great.
That's really reasonable, to be honest, for something like that. I mean, you see figurines like that when you're in Disney World that are probably not even as good quality, and they're almost twice as much as that, if not more. So I think that's phenomenal.
Does he have a website?
Jim Shore?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Okay. Is it just jimshore.com or?
I think it is jimshore.com, but I'm letting you guys know, go on Amazon and just write Jim Shore figurines Disney, and it'll all pop up.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Yep. That's a great one. Thank you. No, that's fantastic. Those are really nice too. And I'm assuming he has like a good wide selection of different characters for everybody.
Oh yeah, he has from the original Mickey Mouse, Snow White, all the way down to Moana. Like it's all of them.
Cool. Yeah. Everything she said, I just want to kind of just start picking up my phone, and I'm like, I'll be back. I'm like, you had me at candles. I'm like.
That's a fantastic.
Yeah, some awesome suggestions.
And those are really, really nice because we don't have a lot of those type figurines, but we have a few here and there in the house. And it's some of the things we've really enjoyed the most. It's one of our, I don't want to say prized possessions, but it's some of the items that we have that we really enjoy. So those can really be fantastic for folks.
And we want more. We really want to turn this room, the more we talk about it, since we've been doing more of the live streams, into stuff where we can put up shelves and have that kind of stuff.
I honestly can picture it, guys, just like behind you, a row of shelves and all those
things. We want to do. We want that whole
behind you.
That's the hope. That's the hope.
So I guess it's slowly but surely your Orioles room is going to
turn into a Disney room. Yep.
So
that's okay though. I'm fine with that.
It was kind of your idea, so otherwise I wouldn't want to take his Orioles away. Yeah. We'll make one side where it's off camera Orioles. And we'll turn the camera more that way and make that all Disney.
Yeah. But that's a great suggestion for a gift. Fantastic. Thank you for that. Absolutely. Well, you're up.
Oh, right. Well, my thing's kind of, I guess ours are going to kind of piggyback, but I always like the idea of having personalized items. So I know, like, when I had friends when we were younger, had babies, you could order online and get personalized blankets with Disney characters, things like that. One of our favorite things that the boys had since they were younger, like, they're Disney stockings. So, you know, that way our oldest son, he had his too, and you guys probably by watching our other live streams know that he has his own place now. He's moved out, and he came home a few weeks ago for dinner. He took his stocking, and I was gonna have him take it anyway, but it's something they can take with them, you know. So it's something that lasts with you for life, because he's had it since he was very small. But this one's Mason's. His is Toy Story, and Walter's had, like, Mickey had I think the Fab Five on it. Yeah, so he immediately took it down and took it to his new house. So they bring a lot of good memories.
He's like, I'm taking that with me.
Or just holiday things. So if you can see behind us, this I coveted on one of our Disney trips. We went to the store in Magic Kingdom.
Oh yeah, Yale Christmas shop. Yep.
And I saw that wreath with the Advent wreath with the Mickey, you know, and saw it like our first or second day. And I was like, just get it. It was like $60. I was like, oh, I can't spend that kind of money. And I thought about it the whole week. So I couldn't help it. We had to go back. It was like the thing. That was my thing that trip. That's what I got for me. And I love it. We've had it for years. And that's the kind of stuff I love. I look forward to it at holidays. We have a few things. We have a big, it's got Tigger and is it Goofy for the one for Halloween that we have?
Oh yeah.
And it's personalized and it says the Go-Gurs on it. You know, we have all kinds of things like that. We got a tree skirt for Walt's parents one year, and it was personalized with Mickey and everybody on it. So that stuff's very personal, and also, you know, it has the Disney flair, and I love it. So.
Yep. And Rawan, what do you think about personalized items for folks for Christmas gifts?
I think those are the best kind of gifts, to be honest, because you know that the person thought about you and took the time to think of what you would like. I love personalized gifts. They're the ones that really make me cry when I open it. I'm like sobbing.
I agree. That's you hit it right on the head. Those are the ones when you know the folks have really taken the time to think about a good gift for you. Because not only did they personalize it, but they personalized it into a Disney type item that we love, and it just makes them that much nicer. I think they're fantastic. So I totally agree with Melissa's pick. It makes them that much nicer. And ours is it's just like an advent calendar, but it's really nice, and it's that kind of stuff that you can get.
See it up close.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
I know if it's too close now, but it's got the 1 through 25, and it comes with all the different little characters that you can take out, and it's Velcro, and you stick up here as the days go by.
Yeah.
And I just loved it. I still love it. We probably had it for about 5-6 years now or longer.
Yeah, just something, and it's cute, and it reminds you of Disney and Christmas as well. And if you can mix those two together, even better.
For us, Disney and Christmas are probably our two most favorite things of all time. So from us, this is a win-win.
Yeah, exactly.
Disney and Christmas. Disney is Christmas, and Christmas is Disney.
Yep, that's us. That's exactly right. That's so true.
Hi.
And that's the end of the stream. Everybody left. I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness gracious, we are crazy here, I tell you. Well, my last one for me is pretty much along the same lines as Christmas as Melissa. It's Disney ornaments. I love Disney ornaments. Every year we go to Disney, we get Disney ornaments. And just like, for instance, I have this one here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I love baseball. So I have a Mickey Mouse Disney baseball ornament that goes on the tree. And then I have
like these. These are new.
These are really cool. These are Space Mountain. That's an ornament that you can get. There's the front. There's the back.
Oh, that's cute.
Which is a Disney one. And we have several of these.
We do. That's one of their newest additions where they're the ears ornaments. So we have more of those. We didn't want to, we'd have to take them all off.
Oh yeah, I mean we have, but you have like, we have a Toy Story one like that. We have a Big Thunder Mountain Railroad one like that. But they also used to have what's called box sets of ornaments that Disney used to have. And it goes like this.
They were like
it comes
storybooks.
Yeah, it's almost like storybooks, like this.
Storybook ornaments.
And then you open it up inside, and now they're not in there. They're all on the tree. A little piece of the one guy fell off. I have to glue it back on.
It's a Mr. Incredible arm.
Yeah, it's a Mr. Incredible arm. But you get like 6 or 7 different ornaments of the characters from the movie, and they had all kinds of different sets. And they still have stuff like that. I don't necessarily know that they still have the box set like that, but those were really nice, and they're really nice ornaments too. They're ceramic, they're well made, and they're not flimsy. They're not. Hey, you can see the dog in the background there. They're not plastic. They're really well made and of good quality. So ornaments to me, if somebody gets me a Disney ornament, I'm really happy with an ornament. That does not bother me. It's not a cheap gift to me. I think those are fantastic. Rawan, what do you think of ornaments?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I love getting new ornaments because I'm like, oh my God, yes, another thing to put on the tree. Yay. And literally immediately that moment I will go to the tree and put it on.
Yeah.
I actually have seen those boxes on eBay, but they're kind of expensive though, because people are trying to get rid of them for like more money.
Yeah. They stopped making them a long time ago. We started getting those, I think, probably 20 some odd years ago. And we would get, you know, a couple here and there, and they weren't that bad back then. And now I'm just bummed. I feel like everything's gone down in quality and in availability. And it frustrates me because I would have kept buying a set of those every year to build our collection, because we must have about...
We have seven different boxes. Sets. We have Toy Story, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, The Incredibles, Cars, Muppets, and I think that's
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, and Pirates of the Caribbean. So we have 8 box sets. Yeah.
And there was more, and then we just weren't able to find them. And you're right. Now, if they're on eBay, you're right. They're probably selling them for what?
A lot. Yeah, they're not.
How much?
They're not
they're
cheap.
Kind of probably collectibles now.
Yep. Yep. Some of the people in the chat said that Stacy said she used to have a subscription for Disney ornaments back in the 90s. She doesn't even remember all the ones she has. They're somewhere in storage. Oh. It's true. I mean, those were big back in the time back then. They really were. Yep. And I think Robin says she loves Disney ornaments. Have a bunch on our tree. We try to get at least one each year.
Yes, too.
Yep. That's how we all are.
This was our newest edition, wasn't it? The Space Mountain.
Yep.
Yeah. We got one of those each trip.
Yep. They're a lot of fun. They definitely are. All right. Well, that's going to do it for the Disney gifts portion. And I hope everybody liked them. Let us know in the comments what you thought of some of these ideas. I think, Rawan, your gift choices were fantastic. Melissa's, yours are always wonderful. Mine were all just easy cop-outs.
I think Rawan's the winner here. She had some really cool original gifts, and I am going to check out every single one of those.
Every one of them. That's true.
We're done here.
Absolutely.
Because I've got more shopping to do, and I'm really excited about looking up some of that stuff. So thank you. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. But we want to move on to our second portion. What Meg say?
She just called me a sucker. I really meant it. Meg, you're punished. Off with you.
No, that's not true, Meg. Don't listen to her. We need you for Tuesday night. But no, those are great gifts, everybody. And I hope that people are able to take those ideas and run with them. And if not for this year, because I know it's kind of late. I mean, today's the 15th. Yeah. We only got 10 days to Christmas, but maybe next year.
I know.
And definitely some great ideas. But we wanted to move on to our second portion of what we were going to talk about tonight. And this is the one that I think is really cool.
Once again, I think Meg's picking on me and she's picking on Walt.
Meg's picking on me. There you go. That's fine. But we want to talk about Disney sequels. And I thought this was a good topic because it's not one that's usually brought up. And Rawan, you brought this up, and I thought it was great. And the more we looked at it, Melissa and I, and we were talking about it off camera before we started, just how many Disney sequels there are. And you had brought up the idea of, do you think they are relevant? Are they needed? Or are they just a money grab? And I thought that was a great topic to kind of touch on. So I'll let you start, Rawan. What are your choices on that? Oh, always guests first.
Okay, so usually when people hear the word sequel, it's like, oh my God, why are they doing this? Like the first one was fine the way it was. Why are you just expanding the story? But I do have to say that there are some Disney sequels that I do enjoy. They might have not been better than the first one, but I do think that they're good to watch. I don't know, which ones do you guys want to talk about first? It's really up to you. I don't mind.
Well, I think for us, a lot of them are not ones that we've seen. I'm not big on the sequels, especially the animated. The Pixar's are fine for the most part, but like for instance, some of the ones we talked about, I couldn't believe some of the ones that are out there. Like we talked about the Cinderella 2 and 3, Pocahontas 2. I didn't even know there was a Hunchback of Notre Dame 2.
No.
I didn't even know that existed. I didn't.
Yeah.
There's Return to Neverland. There's The Little Mermaid, Return to the Sea. There's a Bambi 2. I didn't even know there was a Bambi 2.
Me either.
Lady and the Tramp 2, Mulan 2. I will say this: the one we did see, the two we did see, and we can start here is with Aladdin. We've seen The Return of Jafar, and we saw Aladdin and the King of Thieves.
Although it's been a long time for me.
It has. It's been a long time for us on both of those. And one of those sequels was not Robin Williams, and one of them was Robin Williams in the voice of the genie. From what I remember of those, I didn't mind those. They weren't, you're right, they're not the original, but they were okay. They weren't terrible. What did you think of those two? Did you see those two?
I do remember seeing both of them. It's been forever, so I don't even remember what the plot was about. But I don't think I had a problem with them. No, I don't think I did. Yeah.
I remember, did they ever get married in either of the movies? Because I think I remember just being bummed out, like, are they ever getting married? And it's been like a really long time, and for some reason it sticks in my head. So you guys out there, let me know, because I feel like they still hadn't gotten married in the third one, like they were supposed to, and I don't know, maybe I'm just making that up. But I remember being like, okay, this is getting old.
Well, I remember in the third one, the Aladdin and the Prince of Thieves, or the King of Thieves, wasn't that his father? If I'm not mistaken, I think
yes, it was his father.
Right. So that was kind of neat. I like the twist of that, bringing his dad into the fray. So you're right. There are some that are not bad, and then there are ones, and I'll touch on this, and then Rawan or Melissa, I'll let you elaborate, is I think that are kind of unnecessary. And I think somebody said it in the chat that if they had stuck to the true story of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, there wouldn't be a sequel.
That's true.
So what do you think of that?
But in the Hunchback of Notre Dame too, he meets somebody. He gets someone.
Okay, I never saw it. Okay,
see?
Thank you. They got married in the third movie. I don't remember that. But I guess maybe it was the second one that bummed me up. Because I'm like,
talking about Aladdin.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, sorry.
So I mean, for me, I'll just say this: I think some of them are fine, and I think all of them are. I think all of them are fine for the most part, because I think they're catered to a certain audience, and that's children. And they're just going to see it for what it's worth. And that's, oh, good, they're back. It's our favorite characters. We get to see them again. As adults, we may not understand why they do it and may not really think it's necessary to have those sequels, but I get it. For kids, they're going to love it. Most of them are going to love the sequels because they're like, oh, great, I get to see Bambi again in another movie. So in that respect, I'll say they're relevant and necessary for sure.
Oh, like Little Mermaid 2 really disappointed me. I was such a huge Little Mermaid fan, and when that one came out, I was like, ugh.
Return to the Sea.
No, I mean, I guess
daughter.
The concept was kind of neat about how she wanted to go to the water and they wouldn't let her because of Ursula's sister or whatever. But I was kind of like, I don't know, just really, when I first saw it, I think I had these really high expectations, and that was the problem. So I guess, I don't know, it just bothered me.
Rawan, what do you think of those movies?
And I haven't even seen
Did we lose her?
Cinderella 2, Private Princess Red. I didn't see 2 or 3. I didn't even know they existed, and I'm afraid to watch them because Cinderella is also one of my favorites. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know.
Rawan, what are your takes on those?
Okay, are we talking about Cinderella 2 and 3? Sorry, I got cut off for a second.
You can do it. I'm just like, my head's just going a mile a minute now because I'm thinking of all these different sequels, and I'm like,
Well, she said Little Mermaid 2 first. Did you see that one?
Okay. I did see The Little Mermaid 2. I actually did like it because I like the fact that Ariel's daughter was wanting to go into the sea when it was the opposite in the first one.
Yeah, that I thought was a neat concept, but for some reason, the way they did the story, I don't know, it bummed me out, and I don't really know why. But I did like the concept. I don't know. And maybe I should watch it again and give it another chance, because it's been a really long time. And I think I only saw it the one time, and I'm like...
What about Cinderella?
Okay, so Cinderella 2, I did not really like. It was about like a little about like what happened after Cinderella got married.
Right.
And I don't know. I didn't really like them because one of them was about Cinderella, like how she went in, like when she went into the castle, how she started dealing with like being a princess and how like she didn't really expect it to be like that. And then the second story was about Jack, which I thought was so random. And then the third one was about Anastasia, her stepsister, finding love and how she wanted to be with a commoner, and like her stepmother was like, no, like you can't do that. So I didn't really like Cinderella 2. It was kind of weird. But Cinderella 3 is a must see for every Cinderella fan, I have to say. The concept of like it reverses time, basically. Like it goes back to when the prince goes to her house and is going to give her the slipper, but instead of him choosing Cinderella, the slipper fits Anastasia.
Oh wow, that's a different take. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's so nice. I loved it. I'm actually probably gonna watch it after we finish here.
Now it's intrigued me, so now I need to check it out.
Yeah. I'll
it's
say
very
this.
interesting.
Cool, very good. There are other ones too that are good though. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I think I'm more enamored with some of the Pixar sequels.
Oh, absolutely.
Than I am some of the regular animated sequels. Like Toy Story 2 and 3 are some of the best sequels.
Amazing.
Ever. I think Toy Story 3 is probably one of my favorite movies ever, especially animated. So I think sequels definitely have their place when it comes to animation. I just think a lot of times they don't do them. Maybe it's because we expect too much from them. Maybe our expectations are too high.
Could be. And
that could be what it is too. Is maybe I'm expecting it to be a lot like the first one and as good, and maybe I shouldn't. I mean, some of them are really good though. What do you think of some of the Pixar sequels?
So I'm a very big Toy Story fan, so I love all the Toy Story. Even if it's not a great movie, I'm still gonna love it because I love Toy Story. Finding Dory was good too. I don't know. Compared to the ones in the past, if that makes any sense.
It does. Did we lose you?
Yeah, we lost you a little bit there.
Yeah. Okay, so where did you guys hear from?
I heard a little bit. You were going in and out. I'm sorry. Are you still there?
Honestly, it's probably my internet being annoying.
Okay. That's all right.
I was just saying that I feel like newer sequels these days, like, because the Pixar sequels I feel like are a lot newer than the ones in the past. I feel like they are a lot like enjoyable to watch, and they make a lot more sense and are a lot more relevant compared to the sequels in the past that are made.
Yes, I agree. I agree. And I think it's because a lot of it for me is story. And with these, like the Toy Stories, both of them have really good stories. They're written well. And I think that was big. And even like Finding Dory, even though it wasn't technically a sequel, it was kind of a almost prequel in some ways because it's a child. It still was very, very good. I finally got to see the rest of it. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. There's some of them that are very good. But the two Cars 2, I didn't enjoy Cars 2. But I did like Cars 3. I didn't think I was going to like Cars 3, but I actually enjoyed it. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But some of them, to me, and a lot of people, it really is just dependent upon what your taste is. Because for me, I can't even understand why they would do a Bambi 2. And yet in the chat, I saw some people saying they thought Bambi 2 was was cute, thought it was good. So I think the whole point of it is with these sequels, it's really a matter of, you know, what your taste is. Ones you might like, someone else may not, and vice versa.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's what makes them.
I agree.
And I think that's why a lot of times you'll see these. Do I think that some of them are a money grab? Sure. I think they are. Disney's going to try to take those sequels and expand on them as much as they can, a la Pirates of the Caribbean. They have, you know, we keep going on with the Pirates movies, even though to me they have really fallen off in quality. I still enjoy them, and we still go first night they're out to see them. But you know, they're not quite as good as they were in the beginning. And I didn't know, were we touching on sequels? And was it just animated sequels? I don't know if we were supposed to touch on live action.
Do you mean like the remakes?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh well, the remake. Oh gosh, don't
Get him started on that.
I am not a fan. Rawan, I have to be honest with you, and I'd like to hear from everybody in the chat. And I think we kind of went over. Some people know how I feel on this. Is the remakes? I have not been a fan of any of the remakes so far. None of them. Isn't that terrible?
No, I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you because, you know, they're taking like our childhood movie and, you know, putting a twist on it. I don't know. It depends. Are you talking about Beauty and the Beast?
Well, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, The Jungle Book, they were all okay, but they weren't great to me. Like for me, I still enjoy the original Beauty and the Beast animated over the remake live action. Oh, yeah. Hands down. It's not even close to me. But that's just me. But Melissa loved it.
I liked it. I mean, I still would choose the animated one any day. But that's the only one I liked it more than the other ones. I know Maleficent is a big area of dislike for him because of the fact that they tried to make her into like, you know, something happened to her and that's why she's bad when she's really just the epitome of evil. So that really bothered him. He doesn't like it when they change things around like that. So I get it. Yeah. I kind of thought it was a neat twist, but you're right. It's not true. You know, so when you look at it that way, it's like, well, that's not right. Yeah. So, you know, it makes him mad. But yeah, I haven't been enthralled by any of the ones that I've seen, and I haven't even seen a couple of them yet. So
yeah. What about you, Rawan? Is there a certain one, was there a live action remake that you did like maybe, or ones that you really didn't like?
So I already said I'm a very big Beauty and the Beast fan. So when I heard that they were turning Beauty and the Beast into a live action movie, I was excited. I was a little nervous, I'm not going to lie, because I didn't know if they were going to butcher it. I did think that they did a wonderful job with it, but I do have to say that Emma Watson as Belle was a big no-no for me.
There you go. Okay.
I'm with you 100%. I mean, she did fine, but that was not at all when they said that they cast her. I'm like, why? It didn't make sense to me. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that felt that way.
It's only because I saw her as Hermione Granger. And
that's the problem, I think, too.
I think in my head.
Right. Yeah. And that's the problem and that's a whole nother subject, but a lot of actors will get typecast because of the roles that they play, especially if they play the same role over and over. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people in the chat, and that's what's so great about this, is a lot of people said they loved Beauty and the Beast or they loved the Jungle Book, live actions. And that's great. And that's the point. You know, that's what's wonderful about these conversations and discussions is that you're going to get different points of views. And it's great. And that's why these movies are made, because they know for every one person that didn't like it, there's going to be 4 that did.
Right. And most people I know loved the live action Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
I think that one got the most positive feedback from most people I know. Almost every friend that I know that loved that movie. So, you know.
Yep. Did you
Are you guys excited for the Mary Poppins and Dumbo?
Yes.
Those actually look good.
Yes. I'm actually the Mary Poppins I'm very excited about. But that's more of a sequel. But for me, the Dumbo looks really cute. It really does. And I'm really, really scared. And I know that sounds funny, but I'm really, really scared. Aladdin and The Lion King are my 2 favorite Disney animated movies of all time.
Well, that's why you get scared. When it's ones you really care about. Like for me, Mary Poppins and Dumbo growing up, I liked them. but I didn't have that connection. Like they weren't my like, oh my God, that's one of my most favorite Disney movies ever. So I'm more open to see what they're going to do with those. It's the ones like Beauty and the Beast or Cinderella where I'm like, ugh. I'm
just scared because they're my favorite. I want them to do well.
Yeah.
And it scares me that I'm going to go in and get disappointed. And that's why I'm scared, because I love Aladdin and I love The Lion King. They are my two favorites. And I just don't want them to disappoint. But what do you think of those?
Well, maybe you can just go in thinking you're already disappointed, and then it'll blow you away.
That's exactly right.
That's true. I'm going to go in with low expectations. That's exactly right. Yep. That is definitely the way to do it. Is there one that you're looking forward to the most coming up of all the live actions?
Probably Aladdin. I'm really excited for Aladdin.
Yep, us too. We're very disappointed that they couldn't get Robin Williams, obviously, to play the role of the genie.
I know.
We'll see how Will Smith does.
I love Will Smith, but it's just hard to envision anyone else in that role.
Yeah, my pick would have been Jim Carrey. He would have been the guy I would have thought could do the role.
Oh, I love Jim Carrey.
I just think
I love him or hate him.
Yeah, well, that's true. He's very what's the word I'm looking for? What's that called?
Controversial?
Yeah, well, he's polarizing. Maybe polarizing.
It depends. Maybe that's probably why they went with Will Smith. I think most people really like Will Smith. I don't think I've ever met anybody that's like, oh, I don't like that guy.
And a lot of people are saying they liked Maleficent, or they're very excited for Mary Poppins, and it's true. And Stacy asked me what I thought of the casting of the genie, and that's what I think, Stacy. I hope Will Smith does a good job. I think he can. I think he can. Nothing compares to Robin Williams, so it's going to be hard in that case. But I would have been a little less trepidatious if it was Jim Carrey for me, because he just is really good with slapstick comedy. And I just thought he would have done the role well. But what about you, Rawan? Is there any part of that movie you're most excited about?
Well, I'm laughing at what Stacy is saying. She's saying Will Smith can't play the genie and he needs to be the Fresh Prince.
That's true. I see that, yeah.
That's so funny.
That's funny. Marisol said she has so many opinions on casting, she should have been a casting director.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and you know what? I forgot all about that one. Erica Diocampo says the live action Mulan's coming. I forgot. That's coming too.
And that's another movie.
But they're not going to do, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that, because I heard that there's not going to be a Shang in that.
Well, really? Oh, he has to be in it.
That doesn't make
I don't think so. I heard that there's not going to be a Shang, because they didn't want to, they kind of want Mulan to be like her own person. Like they don't want like a love interest for her, because she's strong enough as it is, like by herself. I don't know.
But I don't feel like even the animated movie made it look like he made her stronger. I think she proved that she didn't need him.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
You know what I mean? They didn't portray that movie that way. She did it all on her own. Even at the end, she rescued and, they had the other guys dress up as girls, and that was pretty much all her. He was more her sidekick. So I don't think that love interest really interfered with that storyline. I think they're just getting too politically correct with everything.
Well, but not just that. Look, with any of these live actions, they want to put their own stamp on it. They want to put their own take to it. And I totally get that as well. I don't expect it to be a carbon copy, but I do expect them to be honest with the story. You have to respect the story and bring the story. And you can't just take people out and add people in. I think a lot of times when you do that, you're taking away from the integrity of the original story. And, but we'll see. I mean, again, somebody said that they may not be using the original music. I don't understand that.
And Mulan is an awesome soundtrack.
Yeah, and the sound, and it is.
Love
the Mulan soundtrack is fantastic.
It is.
So. Oh yeah, I love that soundtrack.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't know, but we'll see. Is there, other than the Aladdin one, is there any of the other ones that you're most excited about?
Dumbo. I'm looking forward to Dumbo, because they just made it look so cute, and I have a feeling I'm gonna cry, because it looks like it's a movie that's gonna make you cry.
It does. It looks emotional. I agree. And I'll tell you this, I'm very happy with the casting so far in the movie. They have Michael Keaton's in it, Danny DeVito's in it, Eva Green's in it, Colin Farrell's in it. I think they've done a really good job from what I've seen so far of the casting. I like who's going to be in this movie.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be, and I think that's the first one coming out. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that one's March.
Is it first?
Mary Poppins is December.
Well, yeah, Mary Poppins.
Oh, right, December, right, December.
Yeah.
Then I think Dumbo's in March. That's right.
Right.
Yeah, Mary Poppins is this coming Friday, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or is it the next Friday?
No, I think it's this Friday.
Okay, yeah, the 21st. Yeah, so it's going to be that movie's going to do really, really well.
I'm sure.
I really think that movie's going to do really, really well. I think they did a good job casting Emily Blunt. I've heard rumors here and there, and I don't know how true it is, that the original Mary Poppins, whose name escapes me, what's her name?
Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews could play a quick cameo in the movie. I don't know what role, because I know that Dick Van Dyke's got a quick a cameo in it, and he's not playing the same role. So you never know. That would be really cool if they did that.
Are you guys going to see it opening night, or are you going to wait a little bit?
We'll probably wait.
Yeah, we're going to be traveling that night, so we might see it that weekend though. So
Yeah.
it'll probably, I bet you we will. Well, we're going to be visiting Walt's parents right before Christmas, so we may go see it while we're there.
Yep. Yeah, and I will say this: someone's talking about the casting for The Lion King. Seems pretty awesome. The one thing I am very happy about in The Lion King is the fact that they got my favorite character's voice back, and that's Mufasa. James Earl Jones.
Oh, yeah.
I would boycott that movie altogether if they had gotten anybody else to do that voice.
They really can.
You can't have anybody else do that. James Earl Jones does such a fantastic job as Mufasa, and he's my favorite character in The Lion King. So when they said that they got him back, I was like, okay, we're off to a good start.
And that's how it would have been for me if Robin Williams was still alive.
Right.
They couldn't have done
No.
that. Obviously, that wasn't a choice. But no, you're right. That's like probably the two characters that you know, of all time that you're like, since he's still here, he has to be the voice.
Yep. And I do. People are talking about Emily Blunt for Mary Poppins in the chat, and I do think that she is a good pick here. I really do. I'm very excited for her in that respect. I know that she's also going to be in the Jungle Cruise live action that they're doing with her and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Not to get on a whole nother subject. Hey, Ray J, welcome in. Not to get on a whole nother subject, but she's also cast in that movie, which looks to be like it could be a lot of fun. Hopefully it will. But I do agree. I think that Emily Blunt is a good pick. What do you think, Rawan, of Emily Blunt?
Oh, no, I think she was the perfect casting for that role. I'm really excited to see what she's going to do. I'm so excited.
Yeah, us too. And there's a lot of Disney movies coming. Of course, all the remakes are coming. And of course, we have all the Marvel movies coming. So there's a lot of Disney coming for a lot of folks.
Yeah.
And we're very excited. I heard there's a new Pixar movie coming called Onward. Haven't heard a lot about it yet, but it's going to have Chris. Yep. It's going to have Chris Pratt's going to voice, Tom Holland's going to voice, and a few other ones are going to do it. Not a lot of information just yet on what it's going to be about, but I'm excited for that as well. That's coming. So lots of Disney coming in 2019. But, well, we are coming up on an hour, and that's usually what we run at. Just like, see how fast it goes, Rawan? It's like, just like that, the hour's up. But it's because we're having such a great time. I really do enjoy having you. We really, really want to say thank you to Rawan for coming out tonight. It's been our extreme pleasure to have you. And please go ahead, again, plug your channel so that everybody can go out there and see your channel. Please go right ahead.
So you guys can find me at the Disney Damsels on YouTube. I do a bunch of fun Disney themed videos for you guys. I try to make you guys laugh with me because sometimes I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I just like to laugh with you guys and have fun and just talk about Disney. So if you guys love Disney content, check me out at the Disney Damsels.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, Rawan, it's been our extreme pleasure to have you on. We definitely appreciate you coming out. For those that are in the chat, please go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps the stream. If you haven't already, please give us that thumbs up. Stacy, I did see your comment on Julie Andrews, and I'm sorry that she turned that role down. That would have been nice to see her in a cameo. But it's definitely been great having Rawan in here, guys. Please go out and check out her channel. She does great stuff. A lot of great reviews and unboxings and other things. I loved your video the other day with your dad, Rawan. I thought that was fantastic. He did awesome. He did good. He did good.
He did.
He did. He really did a good job. So I thought that was fantastic. Good job with that. And we're really honored to have you, and we'll definitely, if you're ever wanting to come back, please, we'd love to have you back again for sure.
Of course. Thank you guys so much. It's been so much fun.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you to everybody in the chat. I know we didn't do a lot with the chat tonight. My apologies, but I really appreciate everybody coming out and spending a little bit of time with us. It's been fantastic. You guys had some great comments out there, and we love everybody. We really do. You're all our friends. You're not just our subscribers. It brings us a lot of joy to come on here and spend the time with you guys. And it's a lot of friendships that we've made, and it means a lot to us. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. And thank you, Meg. She just shared a link to Rawan's channel. So everybody, please click on that and subscribe if you haven't already. So we love you all. And we're really appreciative of all you joining us tonight.
Yep. And one last plug, I have to say, Tuesday, December 18th, we're having on Mouse Madness our huge Lord of the Rings live stream. We're going to have Mickey's Magic, Steve's World, Disney Dan, and myself, and we're going to be having a mega live stream talking about all things Lord of the Rings, and I hope everybody comes out for that. We're going to have a great time with it. But I had to get that in there. Yeah, we're going to have fun. It's going to be a good time. But thank you, everybody in the stream, again, for coming out. Again, Rawan, special thanks to you. It's been our pleasure, and this was fantastic tonight, and we really appreciate you coming on.
I had so much fun. Thank you guys so much again.
Thanks,
we did too. And everybody, until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.